We call it Conscientious Beauty Showcase BSC. Okay? Okay, so talking about conscientious, can I have a show of hands? How many of you here are involved in the wellness and beauty industry? For example, you sell beauty products or you have your own beauty salon. Okay, just a few. Maybe we can first look into how big the wellness industry is. Okay, this is a statistics from Global Wellness Institute that talk about the potential and the money value of the wellness industry. What is wellness? Wellness is simply protecting your body from head to toe, and it includes different sectors. For example, preventive and personalized medicine, supplementary and alternative medicine, which fertile placenta falls into, and it could involve maybe medicine, alternative medicine like Indian medicine, Chinese medicine, and acupuncture, okay? Or maybe fitness and mind body sector. It could include aerobics, yoga, or even other sectors like spa industry and the thermal mineral spring. All these individual sectors, they have their individual market. But if you look at the picture, the one sector that really catches our attention is the biggest one, the beauty and anti-aging sector. Do you know how big and how much is the demand of the beauty and anti-aging sector in a year? It goes up to close to $1 trillion. Do you have any idea how big is $1 trillion? I guess a lot of us don't have any idea. Maybe we can think of it this way. Do you know how many zeros are there in 100 million? No idea. We always say we must be sensitive to figure. Because if we are not sensitive to figure, it means you won't earn that kind of money. So first of all, you must know how many zeros are there in the money that you want to earn. Am I right? So 100 million, there are 8 zeros. So how much is $1 trillion? It is equivalent to $100 million times 10,000 times. This is how big the beauty and anti-aging industry is. And because this industry is so big, do you think our company want a share of it? Definitely. So today, the BSC that I'm going to present to you, I'm not trying to sell you a product. I'm trying to sell a business opportunity. I want to let you know how big is this wellness industry, how big is this beauty and anti-aging industry. So, for ladies who heard about this, maybe they will think that it's easier for ladies to go into the wellness industry. Why? Because it is well known that women take better care of our outlook than men. Am I right? Do you know that there is a report that said that during economic crisis, women spend more money on laundry wear, undergarment, than when economy is good? Why? Because they feel that when economy is not good, they need to wear nice laundry wear to build up the confidence in them. And they say that during economic crisis, women spend more on skincare and makeup. Why? Because they say that women feel that during economic crisis, they need to look better than their peers so that they don't get retrenched. So when economy is good, do women buy a lot of things? They buy as well. Because they say economy is good, they have the money, so they want to buy. So you realize that women's spending pattern is like that. They will spend 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, and 7 days in a week. That means women's spending pattern, there is no non-peak and peak period. Women's spending is always peak, which is why women spend a lot of money to take care of themselves. For guys, it's a little bit tricky. Why? Because guys don't like the trouble of having to look after themselves. And usually guys, over the years, they rely on one product, shampoo. A lot of guys, when they start to wash their hair, if they realize that they have leftover shampoo, they put it down to the face. So after washing, they realize that it looks enough, they continue with their body. After they wash off, shampoo settles everything. Am I right, guys? Especially, guys, every day they see their wife, they see their girlfriend spraying this on their face, applying this every day, morning and night, apply 10 to 15 products on their face. Do you think guys dare to spend the money to take care of themselves? They will think it is too troublesome. So, guys, besides this reason, another reason why guys don't take care of themselves, because many guys are super confident that they look the same they were now compared to 20 years ago. Okay? So, after today, after this presentation, maybe guys can search back photos of yourself 20 to 10 years ago, you will realize that no, you actually don't look the same. So guys, it's time to take care of yourself. So some of you, after listening to this, you might have some idea. Okay, you want the beauty and anti-aging industry. You want this business. Maybe you can bring your own product. Maybe you can go online or go to China, find any product and bring it into the market. You can also have a share of this industry. True. But because you will need to spend a lot of money on research and development, so individual strength is very limited. And if you bring product in that doesn't need any research and development, that means the product is not unique. Even if it's out in the market, you won't get a big share because why? It's a very normal product. Which is why today I'm going to introduce you to this company that I'm representing, and you decide for yourself whether what the company is doing is worth for you to understand more. This company that I'm representing is called Riway International. We are a direct selling company. We have been in the business for 10 years, and for 10 years, we market only one health product. And this one solo health product has generated over $2 billion in sales turnover for the company. The fact that one product can generate this amount of turnover shows that the product is very effective and powerful. And for a product that is so effective and powerful, usually companies will be satisfied with it, but not Riway. We have upgraded our health product from the first edition to the 5th edition. It is common for you to hear iPhone upgrading, am I right? iPhone 4 to iPhone 5 to 6 to 7, but seldom you hear company upgrading their health product. Why? Because the company would rather use the money to put into other products and sell and generate more profit and turnover for them, rather than putting more money into the same product. But for Riway, we are different. From the first generation to the second generation, we have improved our formula. We added more ingredients. We added more powerful ingredients. We brought in more professional expertise to get it done. And eventually, from the second to the third, to the fourth, to the fifth, and even until the 5th edition, we have even added a very precious Chinese herb. So now, Riway 5th edition, Pertia Placenta, we have 10 ingredients. And these 10 ingredients, it can stand on its own. Which means these 10 precious ingredients, if today I sell into the market, it is worth a lot. But Riway choose to not sell it as 10 products. We put these 10 precious ingredients into one product. Why? Because Riway mentality is this. If 2 capsules can do the job, why do we need 20 capsules? Which is why we put it into one product. And from this first generation, 5 ingredient, to 5th generation, 10th ingredient, our ingredient has doubled. Our cost has more than doubled, but our price has never changed. So you can imagine this company, with this strong principle that we uphold to ourselves, with this standard in the quality of our product, now we are into the 9th to 10th years. And we are going to introduce to you this company's second product. What do you think would be the standard of this product? Would it be the one of the 1st edition, or would it be the one of the 5th edition? It will be the standard of the 5th edition, which is now. So this company, we want this market. When we introduce this second product, we only have one very clear-cut objective. What is objective? This product is to meet the demands of consumers in the wellness industry. And what is the demand? Is to let you see immediate effect. So when we talk about this immediate effect, no matter how well you sell the product, no matter how well you market the product, it doesn't matter. Most important is this product, after you use it, do you see the result? Do you see the difference? This is what we mean by immediate effect. So our company's desire to give you the immediate effect is so high that if today we can go into plastic surgery, we will do it. Why? Because plastic surgery gives you immediate effect. Am I right? If today you are not happy with your nose, we give you a new nose. If today you are not happy with your eyes, we do a double eyelid for you. If today you are not happy with your chin, we add in a new chin for you. Plastic surgery gives you immediate effect, which is why you see a lot of people paying money, queuing up to be surgeon on. You see a lot of people taking off their clothes in front of doctors, allowing the doctors to take this out, take that out, put that in, put this in, just to achieve the perfect gem. So you will realize a lot of people go through all kinds of torture just to go for plastic surgery so that they can feel more confident. Of course, like I say, if we can go into plastic surgery, we will, because it gives you the immediate result. But we can't, because why? We are a direct selling company. And in this plastic surgery industry, it is a controlled industry. Why? Because it involves knives, am I right? Because it involves doctor. So because it involves a certified doctor to use a knife to operate on you, this is a controlled industry. And because we are a direct selling industry, we can't venture into that. And second reason being, how often do you see a person doing plastic surgery? Maybe once in a lifetime, am I right? So, do you see people doing plastic surgery twice a day? Once in the morning, once at night. I don't think so, right? So because it is not done every day, it could be done only once in a lifetime. So there is a very, very, very low possibility of repeated sales. So if this industry cannot give me repeat sales, which means that we will have a significant share in the anti-aging and beauty industry. So because of these two reasons, we didn't venture into plastic surgery. But we still have to admit that plastic surgery is very effective. Like, for example, if you look at this picture over here, you realize that the Korean beauty contestants, they all look the same. Am I right? They have the same eyes, same nose, and same mouth. Why? Because they have all been surgeon on. So, may I ask, do these beauty contestants, before they go for plastic surgery, do they know that they will look the same? They know. Why? Because this is how women deem as beautiful. So they pay a lot of money, they went to torture, they went to the doctor to come out to look the same like other people. So this is the demand of the market, of the consumer, to look what they think as perfect. So plastic surgery, because of the restriction, we can't go into that. There is another option for us, which is aesthetic injection. Which means today, any part of your face or your body that you're not happy with, we inject and give you immediate result for you to see, because that's what you want. You want immediate result, right? For example, if today you're not happy with your wrinkles, we do Botox for you. Immediately your wrinkles will be gone. If today you think that you're not fair enough, we do whitening injection for you. Immediately you become fairer. If today you're not happy with your jawline, you think it is too squarish, we can do face slimming injection for you. Immediately your face will become slimmer. So aesthetic injection is one of the options. But like plastic surgery, it has to be performed by a doctor because it involves needles. Do you dare to let your upline or downline inject for you? I don't think so. Am I right? Plus, do you go for injection every day, once in the morning, once at night? No. You only do it maybe once every 2 to 3 years, which means the repeat sales is very low as well. So because of these two restrictions, we can't go into aesthetic injection. So many companies, they want a share of the beauty industry because it is so big. So if they can't do plastic surgery, if they can't do aesthetic injection, what can they do? They decided to put ingredients into products to let consumers, after using it, can see the immediate effect. Likewise, when they go for aesthetic injection. And a lot of time, the ingredients that they put into products to achieve the immediate result are usually harmful ingredients. For example, if consumers feel that they want to get rid of wrinkles, companies will add sodium silicate, we call it water glass, so that when they apply very soon, their wrinkles will disappear. If today the demand of the consumer is to be fairer with a brighter skin, they will add mercury to achieve the result for the consumer, because this is what consumers pay money for. Am I right? So if today consumers want their skin to be very bright, a lot of companies, they will put fluorescent agent so that when you apply, your skin will be very bright. And a lot of time, do consumers know that the products that we are buying have harmful ingredients? Do you think we know? We do. Do you know that at home, you have at least 70% of hairspray, skincare, and makeup that contains alcohol? Do you know that? I believe we know. But do you still buy that? You still buy. Because why? Because we are relying on that. So when there is a demand, there is a supply. We know there are harmful ingredients. We want the result, which is why a lot of companies are doing this because there is demand for this. Another example. Today, let's say, for example, you're suffering from a migraine or you're having a bad diarrhea. You're at home resting. Nobody is at home. And you have finished your Pertil. On your table next to your bed, there is 2 painkillers, 2 Panadol. You are in such pain. Would you take the Panadol and eat? You will, because you want to relieve the pain at the moment, right? But do you know when you take the Panadol, do you know that it's harmful? You know, but you still take it. Why? Because you want immediate result. So the demand for immediate result is so high that a lot of companies, they are forced to put harmful ingredients into their product, but not really. Based on the principle that we have, based on the standard that we set for our product, there is no way we want to put harmful ingredients into the product. And not only harmful ingredients, we will insist on no adding of any controversial ingredient, which means not only harmful ingredients, even ingredients that is controversial. For example, 99% of people say it's good, only 1 to 2 people say it's not good. To us, it's controversial. We don't want to put it into our product. So we can't go into plastic surgery because of the restriction. No aesthetic injection for us. We don't want to put harmful or controversial ingredient in. So what is next for us? We start to study major beauty brands in the market. Because we always say, learn from successful people. So we learn how these successful brands do it in the market, and we realize they have a secret. A lot of major brands, they research and develop their own effective ingredients. Which means they pay a lot of money to research and find active ingredients that can have effect, and then they will patent it. For example, they research and find that this ingredient is good for firming, they will patent this ingredient. And then they find another ingredient, active ingredient that is good for whitening, they will patent the active ingredient. They find another active ingredient that is good for spot reduction, they will patent that. And then if they find another active ingredient that is good for other purpose, for example, firming or lifting, they will patent that. So you will realize that each patent composition will only have one unique benefit. One patent for whitening, one patent for firming, one patent for spot reduction. And usually when they put into the product the active patent active ingredient, they will start to sell. They will start to aggressively market in the market. They will start to market it and say that they have patented active ingredient. But actually, the active ingredient only account for a small fraction of the product. Which means this product, it does have patented active ingredient, but usually the amount is so small that sometimes it is only 1 to 2% or even less. And the rest of it could be water or other composition. But they can sell for a few thousand US$ based on the word patented active ingredient. So when Riway found out this is how major brands do, based on our Riway past style of doing things, we have a crazy idea. We start to think, if this patent active ingredient is good for whitening, if this patent active ingredient is good for firming, if this is good for anti-wrinkle, and if this is good for reducing pores, what if I put all the patented active ingredient into one product? Then this one product can solve all the problem. Am I right? And we had done it before with Pertier. We can do it a second time. So we start to have this idea, and we start to gather 10 odd patent active ingredients, and we start to approach many major beauty manufacturers and beauty experts. And what is the response and reply that we get from them? Actually, most of them didn't reply us, because they thought that we are playing a joke on them, because nobody in the market will ever do that. They think we are making a joke out of them. They never reply us. Even those that reply us, they sound very negative. Which is why we took so many years to come up with the second product of Riway, because we haven't found the perfect formula. So when the companies who are willing to take up the challenge with Riway to produce this formula, they start to give us a lot of advice. They told us, they suggested to us, for the patent active ingredient, we don't put so much. Put 1 or 2 is enough. Don't put more than 10. Why? Because it will be very active ingredient. It will be very costly, because each patented active ingredient is very costly. So no company will want to put everything in one product. All companies will put it in different products so that they can sell for more profit. So they advise us to do as what other companies does. Secondly, they say, don't put so high percent. Put 0.01% okay already. Don't put 1 to 2% or 3 or 4%. Why? They told us that major brands, they only put 1 to 2% or less because they don't want to do too much after service. What is after customer service? Because if the percentage is high, if the ingredient is very active, what will happen is when consumer apply on their face, they may have allergy. They may have breakout, their skin may have allergy, and if a lot of companies, if they put the patented active ingredient in a very high percent, what they have to do, after selling the product, over few thousand beauty counters around the world, they need to put a doctor there. So do you think companies will do that? They won't do that. They won't want to sell a product and after that having to spend so much to do after-sales service. So major brands, usually they put a very minimal amount so that when customer use, they don't see much reaction, they don't see much effect as well, so the customer won't be scared to use their product. So this is the advice given by all these beauty manufacturers. But Riway way of doing things, we don't accept that. We tell them, no. Why not? If the combined patent active ingredient will cause this and that, we add more to neutralize it. For example, if today I want to add 1 patent active ingredient in to have more firming effect, and maybe it will cause some sensitivity, we shall add another patent active ingredient in to reduce the sensitivity issue. If today I want to add a patent active ingredient for more whitening effect. And if adding that, it will cause dryness, we shall add another patent active ingredient in to reduce the dryness. So based on this, only adding, no cutting standard, Riway came out with 27 patent active ingredients. Based on this, only add, no cut standard. So today, if we bring these 27 patent active ingredients to any beauty expert, they will still tell you that it is not possible. But we didn't start from 27 patent active ingredients. We start from a few, and from this few, eventually we try, we add, and we have these 27 patent active ingredients, which the eventual outcome is one that has shocked beauty experts in the market. We found the golden proportion. What is the golden proportion? Golden proportion means we have a little of this, a little of that, and they are all joined together perfectly with the perfect combination, with the perfect ratio to give you the immediate result that you want without any allergy. This is what we call the golden proportion of Riway International. And all these patent ingredients, they are mutually supporting each other, they are mutually harmonizing each other, and they are working together to provide the perfect formula for you and me. And this golden proportion, it happened through years of extensive research. Over the years, that the research that we did on the product is all on human face. We never did any tests on animals, we only do it on human face. Why? Because eventually, who will be the one using the product? Human. So since humans are the one using the product, we shall test it on human face. It will be the most accurate. Plus, persistencies in achieving ultra-high standard. What do we mean by ultra-high standard? Which means standards that people think is already very high, we set even higher than that. For example, if the solution or if the product, if the color is slightly not as clear as what we want, we will change. We expect a clearer form. If the texture is not what we want, we will change it. And to improve on the texture and the color, we have another challenge. We cannot add any harmful ingredients to change it. Okay? Plus, we've gone through repeated trials. Repeated trials meaning we have tested many trials, many different formulas to come up with this current golden proportion. When we came out with the patent active ingredient, when the first formula came out, we have maybe 40 to 50 bottles of sample where we pass to different people to try on their face. Once a single person has any allergy reaction to it, we will stop the first formula, and then we will again research on other formula for the other sample. So if the other sample is out, we will prepare 40 to 50 bottles, after which we will pass to 40 to 50 people, and they will try on their face. And the moment, if this second formula also causes any allergy, we will stop, and then we proceed on to the third one. This is how serious we are in getting the perfect one. And do you know how much each sample costs? One small bottle of sample that is this size costs $5,000 per bottle. Because it is not mass production, only 50 bottles, plus it is all very active, patented active ingredients. So, which means when one formula is out, we produce 50 bottles. And once one people get allergy, we stop using it. That means we wasted 50 times $5,000. This is how much Riway has put in the effort into getting the perfect golden proportion for us. So because of these repeated trials, we discover a rarity that is more precious than real gold. Which means today in the market, it is easier to find gold than find the golden proportion. And here in Riway, we have found it. And we have found not only one, we found two golden proportions. One for him and one for her. Because the requirement and request of female consumers and male consumers are different. So a lot of people will ask me, so what exactly does the golden proportion does? Okay, does it do whitening? Well, not only whitening. Some will ask, does it do firming? Not only firming. Does it help in anti-wrinkle? Not only that. Does it help in minimizing pores? Not only that. If you ask me, this golden proportion has only one benefit, and this is what we call the key miracle benefit. That means this golden proportion is able to do auto search. Meaning, if you use a product on your face, it is able to help you solve the problem that you have been facing. If today you need anti-wrinkle effect, you use a product, it will give you exactly the anti-wrinkle effect. If today you want your face to be brighter, after you use a product, it will exactly give you the brightening effect. If today you want whitening, this product will give you exactly the whitening effect. This is what we mean by auto search. On the 24th of June, when Riway International officially launched CONSCIENTIOUS, okay, Dr. Lim presented on stage. Behind him, he listed 10 benefits of the product. Distributors who attended the dinner, they were super fast. Immediately, they copied down the 10 ingredients and they post in social media and say, CONSCIENTIOUS has 10 benefits. To us, this is an insult to the product. Why? Because that day, we only put 10 ingredients because the stage has only 10 LED panels. So we can only put 10. Okay? So we do not have only 10 benefits. In fact, on this page, the 20 benefits extracted out is only part of the benefit. We have more than that. So this formula that we have, we call it the formidable spray. Why do we dare to call it the formidable spray? Because we are super confident that this product is unbeatable in the market. You can only find one such product on earth that is in Riway. Why? Okay. Because no other company would want to put 27 patent active ingredients in one product. It is going to be too costly for them. Which is why no company will do it, only Riway will do it. So we always say, this product is like the Bruce Lee of the beauty industry. Today, you bring this product into the market, you bring to any beauty salon, you bring to any beauty counter, you win them hands down. Of course, I'm not asking you to be arrogant and bring the product dressed like Bruce Lee to go and challenge them with the product. No. What I'm trying to tell you is not to challenge other people. What I'm trying to tell you is how good the product is. Because if today you are interested to do the business with us, you must be confident in your product. And this is the effort, the standard that we set for the product. And for this spray that we have up to 60% of precious and active ingredients. So we have 27 patented active ingredients, which means 60%, one patent active ingredient accounts to 2 to 3%, which is a very high percentage. So with this high percentage of precious and active ingredient, definitely the cost will increase a lot. But why would we do it? Because we have the volume. So we are not worried about that. And with 60 precious and active ingredients inside this formidable spray, we feel that it is very wasted to put a single drop of water into the product. To us, water is even controversial. We don't want to put water into the product, so we put hydrocele as the base. What is hydrocele? It is actually the botanical extract from a plant or a flower. So which means today, if you take the product and you spray on your face, if you see liquid coming out, none of it is water. It is full of 60% precious and active ingredient and hydrocele as a base. And it is all botanical and highly concentrated. What is all botanical? A lot of people, they don't know the difference between all botanical and all natural. Okay, what is all botanical? There is this ingredient in the market that is called apple polyphenol. Apple polyphenol is the concentrated extract from the skin of an apple. And to extract just 1 mg of highly concentrated apple polyphenol, you need to extract from 1,000 apples. Okay? So this is called all botanical because you need to extract from the apple and do some processing. It comes from the apple, but because you have extracted it out, so it is called all botanical. Apple itself will be called all natural because it is the original state. This is the difference between all natural and all botanical. So if you look at it, it means that if a product is all natural, then it's not concentrated. If a product is all botanical, then it is concentrated because it is extracted from the fruit itself. So ours is all botanical and highly concentrated. So if you talk about this, all this benefit is more than enough to let you know how great the product is, not to even mention the technology. Nanotechnology used by us is of the best cut that can actually penetrate your skin deepest level. If you observe, when you spray the product on your face, it gets absorbed very fast. We have no alcohol in, we have no evaporating agent inside. But how come it can be absorbed onto your face so fast? Because of the nanotechnology. It let it absorb very fast. So this product, we name it as Conscientious, wishing to do one's work or duty well and thoroughly. We present to you Conscientious for her and Conscientious for him. So on the 24th of June, when we launched a product, we gave our team lead packers 1 bottle each. So they started to spray, and then they started to show us, send to us a lot of testimonial. Honestly, we know the product is very good, but the kind of testimonial that they send us, all within a short period of time, has a deja vu feeling for me. What is a deja vu feeling? When Pertia first started, we know it's good, but the kind of testimony that came back was shocking. For this Conscientious, I have the exact same feeling. This is the result of 100% satisfaction used by our customers, consumer in less than 10 days of usage. None of the photos are edited. They are all original photo. And maybe you know some of them, no need to guess. Whether to have the effect on you or not, when the stock is here, spray it on yourself and you will know. So some will ask, how do we use a product? Very simple. You spray 5 to 8 times on the face as you wish, okay? Every day after you wash your face, you can spray it on it. After you have gone out, when you feel like spraying, you spray it on it. Even with your makeup on, you spray it on it. Or if your budget is high, you can spray it on legs or other parts of your body. This is how we use Conscientious, okay? So we present to you Conscientious. So in the Conscientious BSC, it is exclusively developed by Reway International Group. So how do you differentiate the Conscientious BSC in different languages? Would be according to this word. In English, it will be by Reway International in English. In Mandarin, it will be in Chinese word. And in Bahasa, we differentiate by the Bahasa language. Okay, so I hope that with this introduction of Conscientious into the market, ladies, you can stop looking for the right product. Conscientious is the right product for you. Don't need to spend your money to try on any other products. This 1 bottle will do the job. And gentlemen, with this Conscientious, it is enough, right? 1 spray away from looking more handsome. And another thing, if gentlemen say they don't want to look better, trust me, nobody would mind oneself looking better, am I right? If today, I give you 2 scenarios. Today, you see your friend. The moment your friend see you, you will say, why do you look so fat? Why your face has so many pimples? Why do you look like you are 50 years old when you are 30 years old? Compared to, you see your friend say, why do you look so good? Why is your skin so nice? Why don't you see any wrinkles on your face? Why when you are 50 years old, you look like you are 30 years old? Which is the answer you want? The second one, right? So, guys, I know you want to look better. Nobody will mind compliments for others. You are just 1 step away from getting the compliments. Conscientious will be the answer for you. Okay? So, I shall end this BSC presentation with a story. There is this housewife who was on her routine visit to the market to buy groceries for her family. And one day when she went to the market, she saw a rose in the market by a florist. She saw the rose, she liked the rose, that's why she picked the rose, she bought it and brought it back home. So when she brought the rose back home, she wanted to find a vase to put the rose. But she couldn't find it. Why? Because the house is in a mess. So she searched high and low, and eventually she found 1 vase. When she found the vase, she realized that the vase is very dirty. It doesn't complement the rose, which is why she went to clean the vase, she wiped it clean, and then she put the rose inside. So when she looked at the rose with the vase, she thinks that it is very beautiful. But when she put the vase with the rose on the table, she took 2 steps back, she realized that, no, the table is very dirty, it's very untidy. It doesn't make the rose stand out. So she decides to take a cloth and clean the table so that the table can complement the vase and the rose. So when she admired the table with the vase and the rose, she's very happy. But when she took 2 steps back, she realized that, no, the living room is very untidy. The living room is very dirty. It doesn't complement the table with the vase and the rose. So she decided to clean her living room, and when it is done, she looked at the living room, she realized that, wow, it's so nice. I have a nice living room, I have a nice table with a nice vase and a very nice rose. But she took 2 steps back and she looked at her room. She realized that her room is very untidy and dirty. The room doesn't blend in together with the clean living room. So she decided to clean the room, and eventually the whole house looks very nice. So I hope that this conscientious is like the rose in your life. I hope that with conscientious, it is like this rose who will motivate you to be a better you, who will motivate you to take care of your complexion better, to improve the outlook of yourself. Because today, if you don't love yourself, who will love you? We should learn to love ourselves more. We should learn to perfect ourselves. Because if we can clean off, if we can eliminate the flaws in our life bit by bit, why don't we do that? So I hope conscientious is the answer. So this is the end of the conscientious BSC. So I believe you can't wait to use the product, am I right? For this BSC presentation, it is like the fertile placenta OPP. You need to practice it. It is not something that you should memorize. It is something that you should understand through practice. So we are hoping that when you get a copy of the BSC, practice it with your downline, go to the market and share with your prospects, share with your friends, because it is going to bring in another wave of turnover with the conscientious. And the way that we will present the conscientious will be slightly different from fertile OPP. So when you have master conscientious BSC, the company may look for you, or your team member, or you can look for us, and maybe we can talk about how we can work together to present few conscientious BSC. Maybe company can lead your team and you into how shall we do a proper conscientious BSC. This is a very rare chance. Grab the opportunity, master your conscientious BSC, and make sure that in this BSC, in this conscientious introduction, you get another wave of turnover in your group. You have your per-tier customer. Now, maybe you will have a new group of conscientious customer. We never know. This product is going to be another wave in V-Wave. And whether this wave will include you or involve you or not, it depends on your decision now. So I hope this product can give you what you want in V-Wave together with Fertile Placenta. Okay? So thank you for attending this training seminar today. And we are very happy in our 9th anniversary, we have this conscientious.